Hello everybody, let's go with another episode. Let's queue it up and have some good games. Today maybe we can hit 4K. Ooh, these heroes are both pretty bad. I don't really like Leech, I don't really like Jandice. Not sure which one to pick. Probably Leech. Get an early rewinder, it's a demon lobby, and we can make it work. We can get some value out of the hero power. Also 18 armor, so like worst case scenario is still pretty decent. So the meta game right now is kind of interesting. If you have like a really good game with a lot of economy, you kind of want to play demons. But other tribes can also be pretty good if you hit the right cards. I like beasts when I hit an early Leviathan. In a non-undead lobby. I like undead when I hit an early... what's his name? Butcher.
Hey, my favorite commander.
I like pirates for economy. Don't really love them for other things. So here you can go hero power and like coin, but I don't know if that's worth it. I think just playing the Busker and like freezing the coin allows you to buy the coin and level next turn, and that's like already super good. And then we don't need to force the hero power. You have to keep in mind there is a Tavern 2 spell called Hasty Excavation. That's 1 gold for 3 health. Here I could get 1 gold for 2 health. But then I would also have to like not play the Busker, and I kind of like playing the Busker. What is happening? I wonder how many turns we're gonna lose here. What was this? This was extremely weird. I didn't do anything. My internet didn't go down. I like checked while waiting. I really cannot tell what happened.
You're doing great out there.
Okay, so we're losing to the Weaver here. Okay.
The battle is really raging out there.
So I can go Chef's Choice. I have double assistant. Let me think if I can curve it out nicely. You kind of want to do this on this, so maybe you get Rewinder. Didn't get the Rewinder. I can buy double assistant, or I can just buy Sewer Rat and like move on. I kind of want to beat demons for trinkets because I really want to get the Rewinder. Probably not worth the freezing the laboratory assistant, but I really want to get the Rewinder if I can.
You're doing great out there. Your minions really pulled their weight.
I'll get Patient Scout.
Let's step up our game.
It's worth the 2 health to get the Patient Scout. And you can open it next turn into a 2-drop, and maybe the 2-drop is gonna be a Rewinder. Okay, so now we have 2 demons, we have 1 pirate, and we have the Scout. Marin just left. Maybe that disconnect happened lobby-wide because of the servers or something, and it kind of like threw people off guard. Let's talk about the server disconnect. Whenever it happens, try to not close the game, try to just like wait it out. Because there's 2 cases that can happen. One of them is what happened here, and you just get reconnected and you can just continue. And maybe if you leave, you happen to do something and maybe you're not able to reconnect. For example, if they somehow have a patch on the pipe, maybe the game is gonna like force you to install the patch, and that's gonna like not allow you to reconnect to the game. So don't close the game. And then the second scenario is the whole lobby is just vanished. And in that case, I still think keeping the game open resolves it the fastest. Sometimes in like 5 minutes, sometimes in like 10 minutes. And then you're gonna get like another cannot reconnect or whatever. And you're back into the game. So I think this is like a good opportunity to give people a PSA. That maybe they should not try to reconnect. Just wait it out. Okay, let's open this. I want to buy the Lost City Looter, but I don't want to buy anything else. So what I'm gonna do is this, and then hero power that. I take a bit of damage, but the damage allows me to be very efficient. Now we have 2 pirates, 2 demons. And I'll play the Murloc because I don't really want to play hand buffing Murlocs anyways. I could have also played Staff, and then buy Gunpowder, and then buy Lost City Looter. It's not a bad play, but with 2 people that left, I think, and one person that is AFK, this lobby is gonna go like super weird. I think that disconnect just made some people not wanna play anymore. Really weird. Yeah, Lich Basial is not too bad. For example, another way to utilize the hero power is to hero power expensive spells. So when you're hero powering a minion, you get a 1 gold benefit. But if you hero power, for example, a spell that's 4 gold, you get a 2 gold benefit. If you hero power a 5 gold spell, it's a 3 gold benefit. I mean, there's only one 5 gold spell, right? Golden Touch. Unless I'm missing something. If I can win the fight, I'll definitely push. Where if I lose, I'll be a bit more safe. Rewinder in the shop. Stein is good. With Stein we don't need to worry about leveling too much. I still wanna go for 5s. That's a triple. I think we take it now. Yeah, I wanna take it now. We're gonna see 6s anyways, just take it for tempo. Privateer. I don't mind it. So, if you look on HDTA, Pirates are like the worst win rate. That's probably because they're super good early mid game, but fall off late game. That is happening because Low City Looter is good. Then on Tavern 4 you have Bandit, and Bandit is like also really good. Then on Tavern 5 you have Privateer, which is like really good. And on Tavern 6 you have Roger. But outside of that, and the Cliff Pirate, Pirates are pretty bad. They kind of lack the power. So they have a few cards, but they don't have enough to build a real composition. But you can play the good pirate cards together with Bran, go for economy, and then pivot either to back or with demons. They can definitely help you play demons. They can definitely help you play more demanding builds. That's why I like pirates. I'm gonna take this and go to 5. 1 gold profit. Be careful to get out of Murlocs when the next turn comes around. I'll buff the Privateer because maybe Privateer is gonna have a longer life than Rewinder. We'll see how it goes. I'm not committed to any of them. But Privateer is really good economy. Rewinder is really good with my hero power, but that's about it so far. We have a lot of fodder into the next rolls, so I'm feeling a good turn coming up. Also, this guy is gonna die now, I think, and we're gonna get ghost fight, or at least we are eligible for the ghost fight. We're probably gonna get a ghost fight at some point before we die, if we are to keep taking damage. I notice a lot of people in my lobby just leveling aggressive now. It's whenever 1 or more people leave, the lobbies get more aggressive. It's important to keep a good tab on what people are doing in the lobby. Helps a lot. Losing by a bit, that's super okay. Morch is gonna die now, since she's AFK. And we get a ghost fight. So, Morchi doesn't even have a card. Here I would even say you can go to 6. Normally with Innkeeper Stein you don't need to go to 6, but why not?
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Balinda Fellfire. And this. Consummate.
Do you take me for an ordinary mage?
I still want to go demons. Maybe we didn't even need to go to 6. With Innkeeper Stein we could have rolled very aggressively on 5. But I'm kind of happy that we got a consummate. Next turn is definitely gonna be epic. Since we still have, I think, 2 rolls that contain 4 fodder each. And we can play consummate to buff the shops. Then we're also gonna get a demon trinket, since we only have 2 pirates, but we have 4 demons. That's nice. And we're at 26, which is like a really good health total. Pirates, demons, undead, demons. And most of the people are still on Tavern 4. Maybe it was a bit overkill to go to 6. But, you know, I like to make my games a little bit spicier. Yeah, in hindsight, in a high-level lobby with Innkeeper Stein, you shouldn't level here. But it's fine, we can make it work. I kinda like that guy.
It's all ours now.
Okay. Now I just need back to back.
While you can. Who knows what secrets lurk?
This is money back anyways. Bounty guy is kinda good.
Where is my eye patch?
All will dance to my song.
I think we can cut the rewinder.
Old gods, hear me.
We don't have a way to eat the shop. We need like 1 back-to-back and then we go crazy. Because I can buy it while having the sticker active and while having the mycologist on the board. While also having spell buffing. So I'm expecting George to have like a shielded taunt. So that's why I open Bran, big minion. Then I go small minion to proc another shield and then big minion. I also expect him to be stronger than me. He's Tavern 4 after all. He has to be a bit stronger, right? No? Okay, he only has 1 shield. I think I slightly overestimated Mr. George. I'm gonna open by playing the bounty. And for example, if at any point I get Rough Guard, I build around it. If at any point I get back-to-back in the shop, I build around it as well. So that's kind of how I want to play this lobby. I have 2 directions. This is kind of how you want to do, like, economy, power, and then go for the best directions. Commit to the first one of the 2 that shows up. For example, Rodeo is really good.
Keep up the pressure.
I almost hero powered him, but not sure who's the cut here. Probably this guy. Everything else has to stay low key. Okay. We found him.
This world shall burn. That's quite the army you're building, friend.
Probably gonna cut this as well.
Poor unfortunate souls.
I want a decent spell that gives me some value.
Poison the well. can
Yeah,
win
it's GG.
this thing.
It's GG and we're definitely demons. And then I'm gonna cut the Balinda and I'm gonna just try to farm some demons. So yeah, both demons, the way I'm playing right now with Ravguard, Conqueror and Ran, and back to back are some of the best comps in the game. So opening myself up for both of them and then just playing the one that came around first is a pretty easy win.
Your minions
I don't expect to have any
pulled their
troubles
weight.
here. Keep track with HDT. We can buy the Fellbat. We can also buy this guy. Make sure to have only 6 fodder when you have Innkeeper Stein, because you're always gonna get -1 fodder.
I'll do what I can.
Also, if we put too many fodders, we're not gonna have any spells. Consummate in the shop. I also want Perkash. I think we're gonna overkill a little bit.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. Go big or go home.
It's
I
worth it.
always say.
The fodders don't move from one world to another, so all the fodders are down the drain. But that's okay. We have so much money and we're gonna be so big. It doesn't really matter.
That's a great play. I can't wait.
I was
to
gonna
see
say
this
either
shake out.
Batty or another Consummate would have been like the best. I mean, this is super clean. And now the shop is gonna be super big and Fellbat is gonna eat it. I'm probably gonna cut either the Bat or the Batty. I mean, the Bat is eating 6 or 7 minions here. Am I really gonna play that many spells? Probably not. I don't even have time to get spells,
I think you
let
can
alone
win
play
this
them.
thing.
You know what I notice? It's much easier in this lobby to find Ravguard and Consummate than in my lobbies. You know why that is happening? It's because my opponents are staying on Tavern 4 when I'm already on Tavern 5 and 6. They're not contesting the discoveries, they're not contesting the good minions. That's kind of interesting, right? That's why it's important to level aggressively. Like, I get people telling me all the time, like, hey RD, I'm doing really well until turn 8. And then I fight somebody with a crazy board and I die. I mean, if you're Tavern 4 on turn 8,
Really pulled their weight.
that's why probably it's happening. I mean, if the lobby is very aggressive, I think you can go Tavern 5 on turn 8. But for example, this lobby was not aggressive. This lobby you should have gone Tavern 5 on turn 7. Probably. So be careful not to think that the lobby is like aggressive when it's not. Yeah, okay, maybe I play 6 spells.
Here's a gold for the trouble. Go big or go home, I always say. Go big or go home, I always say.
Mycologist is funny. Okay. Whew.
That's quite the army.
It's getting hot in here. This is good, extra hits. By the way, I'm tracking the number of fodders with HDT. It makes it a lot easier to track. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish this turn.
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
I'm playing some extra hits. Yeah, I'm not finishing it.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
It's okay. European APM Omega Lul. Nice, it's the server latency difference. But for turn 12, I'm a monster. Imagine if I could play and finish this whole turn. Nice. It took me a while to find the direction. And honestly, I don't even need to go to 6 on that turn because I had Innkeeper Stein. But without Stein, with how many people left the lobby, definitely was worth leveling. Okay, this was a very quick one. The disconnect kind of like threw everybody off. But it's good to know what to do in case a disconnect happens. And I hope this game helped you figure that one out. Let's go for another one. It's important also during a disconnect to not panic. Like, the worst thing that can happen is you lose a game. Not ideal, but it happens very rarely that you actually lose. Usually the lobby gets cancelled. Unless it's your internet, and then you might lose. Ooh. Omor Shemvala. 7 armor Shemvala doesn't really inspire me confidence. I'd rather take the Omu. And at least I know that I have low armor and I get rewarded for leveling aggressively. I don't like Shemvala because you need elementals in order to level aggressively. Even if it comes with more armor, it just seems like a really weird hero to pick. I'm thinking if I should go Skipper or Cyclone. Probably Skipper. This is like one of the best starts. Skipper in it of itself is like really good. But Recruit is also gonna be super nice. Basically turn 2 I can level Recruit. And then turn 3 I can sell my Skipper double buy. And then turn 4 I can go 3 on 4. So I'm freezing for Recruit. If I wouldn't have Recruit but have Skipper, you still buy Skipper on 1. And then you level, sell the Skipper to buy a Crackling. But this is really good. Even if I lose the first fight, it doesn't matter. Like, I take some damage, okay. I'm gonna recover afterwards. I'm gonna be a monster on turn 3 and on turn 4 compared to the other people in the lobby. Okay, not a monster, but definitely stronger than them. Look, so now I just level and go Recruit. Bonehead, okay. I don't want the Bonehead triple. Although I can take it next turn. Like, I can literally freeze here and like sell Skipper double Bonehead. Could even take a 4-drop, like hold it 1 turn, take a 4. Is that bad? Early 4. I said I don't want it, but I'm kind of tempted by the early 4. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. I win this fight, and then next fight I take maximum of 5 damage. Which I probably will take unless my opponent goes 3 on 3. I want to try out this line. So...
You're good at this. You're down a minion and up a gold.
I could free Scout. It's one of the best cards to buy while leveling. Or maybe I want a powerful minion. No, I like the Scout, because then you can sell the Scout and buy a free drop. I don't know, I'm planning all these turns in advance. But if I miscount something, it's gonna be bad. I think it's good. Basically, next time I level, take a 4-drop, buy the Scout, and then I can buy a free drop, open Scout for a 2-drop, level to 4. It's really proactive and really aggressive. And what happens here? I take a bit of damage. I'm also Omu, so I don't have very much health. But I think I can bounce back from this. I was saying something interesting about 1-drops. But let me first do the discovery and then I'll continue my point. So Bandit is one of the best ones. And now you're gonna ask, don't you want Plague Runner because it's going so well with undeads? Well, I want economy and this guy gives me economy. This guy gives me power. The thing with undeads, they can win in this type of lobby with Elemental and Naga, but I think you need Butcher, not Plague Runner. But it's true that an early Plague Runner makes me so strong here. I think I'm overthinking it. Bandit is such a good card. It's one of the best cards in the game. And then you can just play whatever. You can even end up playing Undead here. But you need a guy that gives you the Butchers. Like, you need a Butcher, and you need a Butcher to give you, let's say, 3 spells per turn. And then 3 spells is like 9 attack. If you don't buff them at all. Whereas Plague Runner is 2 attack. And this is what you wanted. You wanted Bandit to give you a buff or some extra minions, and then you're gonna go super crazy. Bandit is actually best with a smaller board without having Bonehead.
You're good at this.
But you know when Bonehead is really good? Bonehead is really good with the Grave Robber because it's a triple similar to Cadaver Caretaker. So now I open the Scout, I level Oil. Really nice, really efficient. So now I'm 4 on 5. I played an oil and look at my board. Really good spot. I'm definitely happy with how it went. So what I was saying about 1-drops, generally speaking, historically speaking, you want a hero power, you want a triple only the 1-drops that give you value. So for example, right now you'd be okay tripling Skipper, you'd be okay tripling Seer, you'd be okay tripling Basker. Because these 1-drops do something when you play them. They give you some of the money back. When you triple Bonehead, I literally spent 9 gold to triple it. I spent 9 gold for Golden Bonehead and the 4-drop. If the 4-drop was bad, it would be such an expensive discovery. But out of these 9 gold, I think like 2 or 3 gold I got because I got Skipper start into 2-drop and because I'm Omu. So I could justify it just because I'm playing this hero. It's a very unique situation because normally again you don't want to go for it. Not like this. And let's be real, Golden Bonehead is a pretty decent card. Like, it doesn't go super well with the Bandit. But look, it still allowed Bandit to attack twice, which is kind of what we want in this kind of situation. And now we want to avoid the Pirate Trinkets. I'm not happy that I have Lori yet, because it makes me Pirates for the Trinkets. Pirates being pretty weak. I like Splinter. Splinter is really good in my opinion when you can finish it this turn or next turn. It's as simple as that. Otherwise, I think you pick Tiketus if you're doing badly, or Vouchers if you're doing well. Vouchers is basically greedy trinket with like good reward. Tiketus, you try to get a Steel Shop and then do well in the moment. But I'm gonna go Aurum. Why? Because next time I'm gonna easily get to 15 gold, and then I'm gonna level aggressively to 5, take a 6. So let's play another Elemental. Let's play another Elemental. Let's get an Elemental. And then let's buy the Basker and play the Basker. Why do I want the Basker here? Because I want to get to 15 gold without having to sell my entire family. I'll still have to sell quite a bit, but I think it's going to be worth it. Why not buy Tortolan? Because I'm going to win against this guy. Even if he stays on Tavern free, bro has almost no chance here. So, obviously, would have bought Tortolan if I felt like my opponent is stronger. But there's no way this guy beats me. So I'll just be wasting it. I would like to get the Grave Robber so I can show you how to utilize the Bonehead. I mean, it's pretty simple. Play Grave Robber on the Bonehead and make sure you have at least 3 minion slots on the board. After, including the Grave Robber being on the board. And then you're gonna get a triple, which you can use to discover another 6-drop. And since I'm selling my board, it would be like a perfect time to get it. And now I push and I try to discover something that gives me a direction. Ideally Naga, but can be other things as well. I definitely want to be on 5 next turn. Wait, are we losing? A reg loss? Wow, we actually lost. Props to my opponent. Sticky board. Got the job done.
It's okay. We all hit some.
We got the Grave Robber. This is amazing. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Crusher. Brrr. With Crusher, maybe you don't want a Grave Robber. Like, normally you level Grave Robber, but here we could actually play for the Golden Crusher, because it summons 4.
Great. I can bring in more powerful minions now.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip the Grave Robber now. It's not a beast lobby, but this is still worth it in my opinion. Could play for back-to-back. Like, I could play this and then pivot back-to-back. Why do I want to pivot back-to-back? Because maybe what I do now is not gonna be enough.
I don't cry much. Old God.
Skipping Bran is pretty crazy, isn't it?
A little brick of love.
I need to town those. Really importantly. I'm only doing it because it's Golden Crusher. I feel like Golden Crusher is gonna be a crazy amount of stats. But we need Titus at least. We need Titus bare minimum to do something here. This guy is pretty strong considering he has Souvenir Stand. You normally expect somebody with Souvenir to be a lot weaker. So yeah, my rule of thumb is that you should play Golden Crusher only in a beast lobby.
Really raging out there.
This is getting too tempting. I have to do it. I actually don't like the privateer because I don't have any economy. Perfect time to change out of Homo Hero Power.
Army you're building, friend.
I don't want Mana Storm. I like Reclaim Souls. Yeah, we're a combo based comp, so I can definitely see playing for that, playing for the combo. Grave Robber is triples, but we don't need that. I need Towns. Town Giver. Okay, I'm gonna cut the spell damage actually. Or the Harbinger. Both.
A little brick of love.
We're gonna be undead for Trinket, but I'm not sure if there's a Trinket that enhances the Crushers.
I think you can win this thing.
I'm not worried of this guy. I'm worried about the Ragnaros. Ragnaros was really strong. If we get Titus, we definitely win. But without Titus, I'm a little bit worried. Let's see the Trinket. And let's see the Trinket that Ragnaros picks. I think studying what they do is gonna be important. Oh, we got Titus Portrait. That's so funny. I mean, you obviously pick it. Caretaker triple. All I need here is a Town. Town Giver, sorry.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Hello. Could go Nightbane over Bandit. But then I'll just have more towns. So I don't like that. So this guy went Souvenir Stand into Reborn. Ooh, that's gonna be a lot of stats. Like, a lot. Ragnaros went Souvenir Stand into Crowbar. Souvenir Stand into Crowbar is not that strong, but it's gonna lead to a super big Blade Collector. I'm gonna try to get Leroy for it. I don't really expect him to get two super big minions that are gonna become problematic, and I can deal with one very big minion pretty easily. One interesting aspect of our composition is that we don't need anything from Tavern 6. So we could just like stay on 5 and roll for Titus and for the right cards and make a push with them. I'm happy that both my towns died. That's a lot of permanent stats that we're gonna need against the last opponent. We're getting to the point where we kind of want eating spell for the bandit. Also, I could have considered putting Titus third and then hope it dies and then hope I get it from Sylvanas Hero Power. I like Underdog here. I don't really like another Cadaver. I don't really like Spore. I don't really need a Blade Collector. It's Leroy and it's Underdog. Avalanche is interesting. But no.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold.
We have another Caretaker in the shop. Even if I can gold on another Caretaker, I think that's overkill.
My arrows fly.
So not gonna go for it. This was good. I probably shouldn't even hero power anymore unless the Titus dies. Or unless maybe Heroic Underdog dies and I need another copy.
You got this. You're way ahead.
It's kind of funny how many people went Souvenir Stand and got away with it. Souvenir Stand is a good but greedy trinket. And I feel you can get punished very often and die super early if you pick it. Oh, he's not gonna be strong enough to even kill the caretaker. I wanna have a high health so that if somebody's like really strong, I can tech against them. This Ragnaros is getting scary.
Your minions really pulled their
Yeah, no reason to hero power here. Let's just reroll. Aggressively reroll. I don't even want upper hand. I wanna find Titus.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Spice Kid could be a good tech in some instances. Make HP 1 can be a good tech. Deadly Spore can be a decent tech. It's like a worse version of Leroy. In some instances, it works. I don't know. I wish I could eat the Striker
Two words.
and get some more
Cakes.
techs or power on the board. Striker out, second Titus in, and then we're like proper strength. It's still looking a little bit flimsy. This guy is gonna be quite big on elementals. Honestly, I am a little bit worried. Let's put Striker before the underdog. Just for good measure. Let's see.
Everyone.
I don't know if I'm gonna win this lobby.
Watch out.
Okay, I win against this guy. Like, somebody could pull up with a bigger board than mine. I warned you guys that Catacomb Crusher might not be the best way to win this lobby. But I kind of had to go for it. And then we got Titus Trinket. Okay, I'm happy that the lobby is going fast. Let's see the Ragnaros. This guy is gonna be scary. Second Titus is definitely needed. Upper hand definitely needed too. I think we're going in guns blazing. I'm buying a Spore as a just in case. As a preventive measure. I don't want Underdog to get sniped. So if he has a cleave, let him just take one of the crushers. The golden one is what interests us anyways. I think I'm strong enough so that even if he's Omega strong, we're not gonna die from 26. I expect him to have a really big minion because of the trusty crowbar. Maybe 2 big minions. But how big? Big enough to beat double Titus Golden Crusher? We'll see. I could have been a bit more efficient this game. Like maybe this Crusher was not needed. Maybe hero powering when I got this Cadaver was not needed. You have to like look at all these small wastes of gold because you could definitely do something about it. One thing that makes me happy is that the point is still on Tavern 4. Dude, I don't know why people like Tavern 4 so much. You just cannot scale as efficiently as you can from 5. It's okay to stay the whole game on Tavern 5. I'm doing that. But you're really capping your maximum power by staying on 4. Like, you have access to such less minions. And he does have a big cleave as expected. Let's see if we're strong enough to win. Ooh, it's a tie. I was favored. But the guy is pretty strong.
The battle is really raging out.
Maybe triple Titus? Okay, we're getting close. Let's be efficient. I need a Leroy. Just play one Leroy. Kill his cleave. And I would say it's over. I would say there's no coming back from that. The cut is the Crusher. The Crusher is the minion I sacrificed to the cleave in the first fight. It's also the cut if I have to make a cut. I mean, I might cut it for the Spore. Or you have another situation where maybe you get to triple the Catacomb Crusher with a hero power. Or find it in the shop. And then maybe you can cut a Caretaker. Oh no, then you cut Bonehead. Because Bonehead is like 4 minions, Caretaker is 6. Never mind. You keep the bigger one. 6 bigger than 4. This guy summoning 4 was good for a while. Was good in the beginning. But definitely starts to wave off in these turns.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
I mean, I'm happy about the free for that it always dies and always creates value for us. Unfortunately, he killed the caretaker too, which is really good scaling. Thank you, Ghost. Now I feel more equipped going into the last fight.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure. Better hire a
I
recruit
don't want
like
eating spell, or do I?
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
I love it when I say I don't need a card and then immediately proceed to buy it. Should I try a positioning masterclass? Let's see who gets buff. Okay.
You're down a minion and up a gold.
Should sell the caretaker to the small one.
Down a minion and up a gold.
Maybe I should have done it the other way around. Yeah, I think I should have done it the other way around actually. Keep this taunted in case he puts the clip second. He could put a clip second, and then this is like terrible. Okay, this was not a masterclass. Should have done it the other way around. Ah, sorry. I don't like when I realize the mistake after making it. It's okay to realize the mistake after the game. It means that you still had the best play executed, in your mind at least. And then you saw afterwards that it wasn't the best play. But I realized 5 seconds after making the play that it's too weak if he puts the cleave second. I should have accounted for that. And even if he puts it first, I deal 300 less damage to the cleave. Which is not ideal. Not ideal. Should go to 6 for extra damage. It might matter.
You're good at this. Now we're in business.
Triple Titus is pretty huge.
The scourge will consume you.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Now he can definitely put a cleave second and put me in a rough spot with that. Or put like, yeah, put small cleave first, big cleave second. Let's do it like this then. We're gonna try to beat him with the size. I also don't want to lose my shield. What if I just sacrifice the spore? Yeah, I like this. Because if he puts the 63, 64 cleave, he's not killing the spore. If he puts the big one, I sacrifice the spore, but I still have Divine Shield in the underdog. Bro didn't change anything. Yeah, it's my mistake for untaunting that. I exposed myself to a lot of weaknesses. At least I showed you guys how to correct it. So definitely untaunt the small one and keep the big one taunted. It's just generally better to have a big one taunted because you force him to also open on a big minion. And you don't allow him to open on junk. Let's go one more. Special video today. I don't like his Zera. Again, I don't like heroes that force you into an archetype even when that archetype is really good. In this lobby, Dragon and Naga are really good, but demons are probably the best. So do I want to play a hero that's affiliated with dragons? The thing is, dragon trinkets are really good, but they got nerfed in the last patch, so they're not by far the best. And they're also, the best trinkets are offered as pivot trinkets. So you could have literally 0 dragons, nothing to do with dragons, and then still get offered dragon trinkets as a pivot option. So I don't think you need to go too crazy on the dragons, unless the early game benefits you. And Maiev has 18 armor and multiple playstyles that you can go for. So she feels like a really good hero from that perspective.
7 fresh opponents.
Huh.
You ready?
I normally like it when I can hero power on 1. This makes it very clean. I don't want to freeze here because I don't want to buy or hero power a second Quillbore that makes me Quillbore for trinkets, and I rate Quillbore one of the worst tribes. Since you got this far in the video, I want to give you like a quick metagame breakdown, at least in my opinion, if you care about it, of course. If you don't care about it, skip like a few seconds. I'm gonna try to like give a very quick meta breakdown. So, demons are probably the best, but pretty hard to build, together with back-to-back. So back-to-back and demons are probably the best comps, but very hard to build. Naga, dragons, and elementals are one layer under. One sec, let me figure out if I should hero power here. I think we level. I don't like this shop. And we just hero power next turn. So, Naga, dragons, elementals are one layer under demons and back-to-back in terms of power. Elementals are almost as difficult as demons to build. Not as difficult as back-to-back, but with less power. Whereas Naga and dragons shine because even though they have a bit less power, they're easier to build. And then there's another layer of situational comps that rely on 5 drops. For example, beasts are good with an early Leviathan, Murlocs are good with an early Cousin, and probably also an early Bran. What else do we have here? Let me also do the play. Skyfin is a dragon. And then I hero power a demon. Not the worst. And then I just level hero power. I kind of like this curve. It's okay. Undead also are good with an early Butcher. Pirates are good with an early Buccaneer or Bran. But then you want to pivot into demons or into back-to-back. So pirates are actually pretty solid because they have good early game. And if you hit the right minions, you can play pirates for economy and then pivot to one of the best builds in the game.
Keep up the momentum.
So it's a pretty interesting meta. But I would say mechs and Quillbore are close to unplayable. They can work in some situations. For example, mechs are really good in the early game thanks to Automaton. They can have decent mid-late game, sometimes with like Kangors into like Amalgam or Kangors into something. They definitely have their shiny builds, but not as often as you'd like. Not sure if I want to hero power here or just sell the Quillbore to get the dragon. Just because you have a hero power, you don't need to use it every single turn. I think Confucius said that. Like, Chef Choice, I just want it now. It's powerful. And I also get rid of the Quillbore. I have 2 dragons, 2 demons. This is good. Problem. The dragon and the demon trinkets are good, but all of them pretty much got nerfed. So, I don't know. From the first set of trinkets, I still like the neutral ones more than the tribe-specific ones. I feel like Blizzard went a little bit ham on the tribe-specific ones. Still, the one that gives you 5 chroma dragons is amazing tempo. The one that gives you 2 eggs is still pretty good, even though it's pricey at 5 gold. Sometimes you're gonna die before the eggs hatch.
I think you
That would
can
be
win this
an
thing.
unfortunate situation.
Nice work.
Double Automaton
Keep up
is
the
the biggest bait ever. If it was on Tavern 2, I would buy it. But no shot I'm buying it here. 4 on 5 with 46 health is really good. The problem with Automaton is that you're gonna be max for trinkets, and that's disastrous. Again, you don't want to think too much of the first trinkets because you're still gonna get some neutral one, and usually the neutral one is gonna be pretty good. But you don't want to ruin your odds for something that is not even that amazing. Let's see how many people went 4 on 5. Nobody other than me. Chromatic Tier is great tempo. Innkeeper Stein is great value. Token of the Old Gods is great value. Glider is tempo that is kind of bad, so we don't need it. Telescope is one of the best hero power targets. Choose your weapon. I'm tempted to go Chromatic Tier. Buy the Researcher. Chromatic Tier, hero power scope. Next turn level to 5, turn after level to 6. Stein and Token of the Old Gods you can use when you're in a different spot where you don't want to level and you want to like search for minions and search for strategies
Nice work out
from
there.
a tavern under. But why do that
You're down a
when you're
minion
this
and up a
strong, when you're this powerful? I'll hold the coin guy. No, nobody can compete with me. This trinket is too good. It was way too good at 3 gold, it's way too good at 4 gold. It's even better when it's offered to you as a pivot trinket. So basically when you don't have dragons,
Everyone's
it can still get offered to you as a pivot trinket. People pick pretty bad trinkets in my opinion. Like, all the Quillboard trinkets stay away. The only time to play Quillboard is in a beast lobby, and even they're kinda risky. Trip vouchers can be okay, but the guy just left the lobby.
pressure.
Book of Medivh? Pretty solid. I like it. It's a good option. Defiler Portrait is trash. You should almost never pick it. It's funny because in the first day of the patch when we were forcing demons, it was actually like pretty good pick. But now that you think about it, it's like so mid. It has its spots, okay? Let's say you already have a Defiler, you already have some value on your board. It can be a decent option to like double down. But generally I don't like it. This one is terrible. This one is also terrible. And overpriced. Stein is okay-ish. But Stein on Galakron, do you really need that? In general, I don't like Galakron in this meta because the minion pool is too bloated. There's like 1,000,000 5-drops, 1,000,000 6-drops. If you don't get one of the good ones, what do? I like Stein because you're rolling anyways and maybe you high roll. But I just don't like Gala. Feels a bit expensive.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
Okay.
Now we're in business.
Hello, handsome. Now I just need the other guy and it's a win. I like Conjurer. I'll buy Excavation as well. I like Ignition Spec.
That'll do some damage.
When I say the other guy, I mean the Ring Bearer. Ring Bearer plus Evoker is one of the most powerful combos in the game. It's probably more powerful to have one Ring Bearer, one Evoker than to have one Golden Ring Bearer or one Golden Evoker. If you have to choose, I would go one Golden Ring Bearer because if you scale the spell buffing a little bit with like Conjurer or similar cards, you just win. And then if you can have a Poet, it's over. This build is kind of obnoxious. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of my Twitch viewers definitely tell me every single day how bored they are of this build and how much they want something fresh. Talking about dragons, they want a breath of
Let's see if you
something
can
more fresh.
stay on top.
The dragon breath is getting a bit stinky. But mid-season should be pretty soon. I think it's next month. This season was still really fun for me so far. Maybe the free-to-play challenge is also enjoyable. For example, I can have a terrible day on the ladder on my main account, but still have a nice chill session on the free-to-play. Okay, I like Wisdom Ball. So Bronze Timepiece is good when you already have everything. Or at least when you have Poet plus one of the 6-drop dragons. Kaleidoscope is too slow, honestly. And you don't need 7 drops. This one is a good option when you're looking for something, when you're looking for one of the dragons. But I'm gonna go Wisdom Ball here. So Wisdom Ball is one spell per turn. And it can give us another Evoker, it can give us a Nightbane, it can give us the Ringa, it can give us something good. See? With Divine Shield. Bam, game over.
Quite the army
That's it.
you're building, friend.
And we're gonna still get one Wisdom Ball per turn.
Fall the sands of time.
That's why I like it. It's just interesting like that. We can Hero Power Titus or Leroy, but I don't know if I like it. No, I don't like it. Let's roll. I don't like anything from here either. This guy is my next card. This guy out Poetin would be GG. The fact that this came with the shield is insane. Also, in the next turns, with Wisdom Ball, it's gonna be even more likely that we're gonna get duplicates and maybe triples on Ringbearer and Fireforce Evoker. It's funny because we played spells for 2 turns to get this guy to plus 18, plus 9. And it's probably gonna double in the next fight, and we don't have even any summons. This is what's crazy. Now I would like Eyes of the Earth Mother for the Amber Guardian. I would like a Poet, and then I would also like Eyes for the Poet. Those are my priority picks. And then maybe the dragon that summons dragons, the Broodmother, to replace Ignition Spec and the Researcher. I still like Conjurer because he buffs the rings, so he's adding a little bit of value to my board.
You got this. You're way ahead.
Evoker got 5 spells. Didn't double, but still pretty solid for one fight.
You're good at
Cheap spell. Should have played this. I actually don't want that. Yeah, it can happen that it whiffs. And that's okay.
Go ahead and hire one of these.
I want to change the hero power. Spirit swap. Temporal. Nice. Nice. Yeah, the only downside I see here is that we're not keeping the stats permanently with Poet. I mean, if you think about it, this turn we almost did nothing. We didn't improve our board at all. So yeah, Wisdom Ball can definitely weave. And we got to play some utility spells, changed our hero power, tried for some things. But we're not really doing much. So what are our opponents playing? Demons, we can beat with Nightbane. Quillbore, we can beat with whatever. Mixed on Tavern 4, not a problem. Quillbore on Tavern 4, not a problem. Mex on Tavern 4, but has access to 6 drops, not a problem. And then Quillbore on 5, also not a problem. We should be good. I really need Poet though to keep the shields permanently. Maybe next turn is gonna be a good one. This turn was kind of meh.
You got this. You're way ahead.
I'm happy that I'm still keeping the Conjurer to buff the rings.
Your minions really pulled their
I don't like Titus here. Clock is good.
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
I don't like the Ignition Specialist. I think it's a bad triple and we're spending money for nothing. Trying to get it. The guy wants me. And he's being creepy. I like the poet. I'll skip back to back. I really want to push.
What, like it's hard?
You just don't understand me!
Some of you might ask, why did you play the spell that gives you a full shop of dragons if you don't have the money to buy it? Because if you get something good, you have to freeze. Well, I played it because it's one extra spell for the evoker. Simple as that. And it buffs my entire board, and I kind of want that. I think it's important to buff the Nightbane. Yeah. More than the Ringbearer. Or we can do something like this. And basically once the Nightbane dies, the buff lands on the evoker. Yeah, I could do something like this. I like it like this. I like it. I like it. And we open with the towns.
You got this. You're way ahead.
Could also do something where the last minion is Nightbane. Oh no, it's fine, it's fine. This is okay. Let's not overthink it, okay? I have a motto. Underthink. Don't overthink. Actually, it's a pretty stupid motto. Oh my god, this guy's not even strong enough to kill the guy. 2 expensive trinkets. I mean, the second one is expensive, but 2 bad trinkets. Guys, don't play Quillbore.
Pulled their weight.
This is not the time to play Quillbore. Maybe there's gonna be a time this season where Quillbore are gonna be the best.
That's quite the army
Now,
you're building, friend.
it's not it. Sorry to say.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Expensive. But I like it because it gives us a triple.
Quite the army
Could be
friend.
second evoker or third ring.
Moving up in the world.
Ooh.
You're down a minion and up a goal.
Burn it all down! Fall the sands of time.
Go big or go home, I always say.
Oh, I should have switched with this guy. I didn't even see that he has this much attack. Oopsie doobs. Yeah, that was a mistake. Was better to switch with the Ringbearer. He would have like 300 and would double to 600, and now he doubles to 500. I had to stop making these small mistakes. I had to just take my time a bit more. I'm always worried that the NA lag is gonna get me. That's a nice perma shield target. Perfect. Can't ask for more. Evoker is steadily growing, and we fight demons in the top.
Your minions really pulled their weight. Go big or go home, I always say.
I think it's an easy second evoker.
Don't understand me!
Maybe we even triple it.
Battle or bust.
I could sell this Evoker and Guardian, but Guardian is kind of good. What if I sell Evoker and Conjurer? Yeah, I kind of like
Don't
it.
that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
I like having this one and this one near the poet. I like leading on this one or on Amalgam. Putting Amalgam in the back gives it a chance to get Nightbaned. I like having 2 non-shields near the poet because it gives me a 66 to shield one of them permanently. I could lead on this Amalgam, but it could also be too small and then we waste the minion. Whereas if we keep it in the back, it can get buffed by Nightbane and it's no longer a waste.
Everyone one's gunning for you.
This is what I'm thinking. Nice, good shield. This shield dragon is kind of like a staple of this build, which is kind of funny. We would have never thought that Amber Guardian is gonna be a super important card in the build. But dragons don't have Nadina right now, and that guy is the closest we have to her. Nice. Good game to end the session. Amazing. Thank you everybody for watching. See ya in the next video. Do you ever wonder how I'm so consistent? Well, I never played Battlegrounds without Hearthstone deck tracker. It lets me see each hero's win rate and stats about which tribes get first place in this lobby. Bob's body shows me the odds of winning, losing, or doing little damage in each fight. And it proves I'm the most unlucky player alive. Com guides show me the minions I need to commit to a build and are great when I need a direction. You can try out all these features for free. Download Hearthstone deck tracker now from hsreplay.net and get ready to dominate the tavern.